Well, you know, caring for loved ones as they age, it can be very difficult. But Chris Braley here, the owner of Braley Care Homes, is here to tell us more about how they can help, because this is something that you and your family have been very passionate about for a long time. So talk a little bit about how Braley Care Homes started.
Yeah, so my father and I started Braley Care Homes, his Dean Braley, and he owned a therapeutic foster care agency for a number of years, Braley and Thompson, with Ray Thompson, his business partner.
Yeah.
They sold it, and he kind of retired for a while, did some boating, and reached out to me. I was living in Charlotte at the time, and he wanted to do something with us together. And
that's nice.
So we knew there was a big need in elderly care, and so we kind of dove into that. In 2005, we purchased a couple small personal care homes in St. Albans. But I quickly saw after we did that there was really a very important need for specialized memory care. So in 2008, we opened up our memory care facility, and really that's what we just focus on now.
Yeah. When you saw that need, I guess you just noticed that nobody was doing this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, there are memory cares out there, and I think in time there wasn't a lot at that time, and we're seeing more and more. But I really took a combination of still the personal care home approach, a small home environment, but just made it specialized for memory care. There are certain regulations if you're doing memory care you have to follow. Bigger sprinkler systems and locked units and
lots of
courtyard is secure, lots of regulations, yes.
Yeah. So why was this such a, I guess a passion project for you and your dad?
Well, his mother, my grandmother, had Alzheimer's disease, so it definitely affected us personally. Later on, my dad developed vascular dementia. He's passed since, and I, you know, toward the end of his life, my brother and I, my sister, were with him dealing with dementia on that level. And so it's been, I've lived it,
you know,
personally, and I also, of course, work in it professionally. And it is different. It's different to be in it professionally, and it's different to be in it personally, and you can find yourself kind of falling in the same traps that I train people not to do when you're working with your loved one, you know.
But you can really relate to the families who have their loved ones in your home there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, talk about this. What type of services do the folks who stay there get? Talk about how you help them, because you keep, what, a dozen or so, I guess, places, rooms, and they can stay there. Yeah,
so we are West Virginia's only freestanding memory care, and we're licensed for 16 residents.
Okay.
And that allows us to keep it in more of a small home type of environment.
Okay.
We do, like right now, we have openings. Sometimes we're full when there's a waiting list, and other times we'll have some availability. So yeah, but even if we're full, you know, the person can get on a waiting list. Of course, anybody can come and take a tour at any time they like. I definitely encourage families to kind of be proactive, even if they're not ready for memory care just yet, to start calling around, talking to facilities, to be able to take tours, and how are they doing on their licensing surveys, and you want to ask those questions as a family.
Yeah, and I know that from time to time when you have stopped by, you all always make every holiday special for the folks that stay there, and it really is nice to see, but a lot of those things can trigger some happy memories for them.
Absolutely, yeah. We just did our Hawaiian party.
Oh my goodness.
And Double K Farms came out again. They come out once a month.
That's nice.
We did a farm day. We did our Hawaiian party. We got a carnival coming up soon. So yeah, we try to make it very festive.
Yeah.
The families love it. Our residents love it. Sweetie loves it.
Oh, yeah, Sweetie, the house dog who stays there, and I bet that really is special for the folks who are there to see a dog, because they probably all had a dog at one time.
Yeah. Yeah, and it really connects, and Sweetie's just great. She knows when there's time to go, interact and be with them. Knows when to kind of maybe give them some space. So she's a real pro.
She's an important part of Braley Care Homes.
Yes, she is.
Yes. So if anyone watching right now, they're thinking, I have someone in my family that could really benefit from being part of Braley Care Homes, how do they get in touch with you and even start the process?
Yeah, they can always call 304-767-4033. If they're not ready to call just yet, certainly go onto our website. There's a lot of educational information there. They can take, there's assessment forms that they can do and read about our program and what we do. We have a Facebook page that has a lot of the pictures of the parties and things that we're talking about. So.
Well, Chris, any final thoughts that you want to share with anybody about why it's so important to be, I don't know, I guess to make sure we keep nurturing our loved ones during these difficult times?
Yeah, you know, it's just never give up.
Right.
You know, find what works for each person and be there for them. Be patient. Be calm. You know, even with dementia, even in later stages, you can reach them.
Right.
And it's having those patience and that respect for that, which is vital.
Yeah. And again, we have the information if you want to get in touch with Braley Care Homes and see if maybe that's the right fit for your loved one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Chris, thanks so much for stopping by. And next time we see you, I'm sure we'll see some pictures of those parties you went to.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.